Hi everyone and welcome. It's Lauren here from Acting Classes in Perth. This is episode number 4 of the Acting Classes in Perth Your Questions Answered daily show. The show where I sit down and answer all your acting related questions at 7 p.m. every single day here on Facebook Live and also on YouTube Live simultaneously. Super excited, super pumped for another episode. I can't believe we're already at episode number 4. Thank you so much if you've joined in the last 3 days. Well, we have a question from Ash, but before we get to that, I think it's really important and about time that we roll the intro. All right, so today's question is from Ash. But before we get into that, if you are watching us now, please give us a huge thumbs up. Give us a big thumbs up. We would love to know you're there. Leave us a comment. Ask us a question. We'll try to answer it on a future show. I'll even try to answer it in the comment section while I have you here, if I can. Or just say a big g'day for us. We would love to hear from you. Today's question is from Ash, so let's hear Ash's question.
Hey Lauren, this is Ash. I would like to ask, how do I get people around me to support my choices? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ash, for sending in this question. It's a very deep and meaningful question. It's a slightly heartbreaking question too, Ash, because I feel that we have to start off with asking whether these are friends or family. I guess the approach is in some ways, similar, but maybe how you tread your feet around it might be a little bit softer if it is family. Look, I would tend to say that if you're finding that a lot of people around you are being quite negative about the choices that you want to, follow and pursue in life, if that's acting or honestly, it could be anything. You really need to come back to how that's affecting you and is that inhibiting you from achieving your full potential as an actor, but more specifically and more importantly, in your life, okay? So yes, there is definitely a place for constructive criticism, for feedback, and I think maybe it's a process in which you kind of have to go through, have a listen to what they're saying. Don't just reject it straight away. Have a listen. As much as that might hurt sometimes, try to process it as objectively as you can and really start to look through and think, okay, what is their reason behind saying what it is that they're saying to me? Is it because they may have issues and their own baggage and wrapped it all up in their own story for their own lives and they're kind of imprinting that on to me? And if so, am I going to keep living their life, through me? And the answer to that should be no. Okay, but if it's genuine concern for you, then that's really important. And I think that kind of processing and analyzing of constructive feedback, if in fact it is constructive, is very, very important for you to move forward and for you to be better at what it is that you want to pursue. You don't get better by not dealing with reality and maybe the areas that aren't so pleasant. You have to look at them, you have to kind of process them and figure out, okay, so how am I going to get through this terrain and move forward and solve those problems? Remember, I say in class that life is all about solving problems, and maybe for you, Ash, this is just a problem that you need to kind of look at and figure out how you're going to solve and get through and kind of go over that terrain. And sometimes you will fall over. Okay, so pick yourself up, have moments where you need to kind of maybe have a bit of you time, and that's okay, and then try to find a way to help build yourself back up and move forward. And I would say the best way to do that, the best way to move forward when you fall over, or if you find that you're just surrounded by maybe a lot of negative energy, is to align yourself with people who are like-minded as you, people who are on the same playing field as you, people who are as excited about the things that you're excited about. And you're going to find a lot of those people in your acting classes, and you've done a lot of acting classes with us, Ash, and I've definitely seen you grow and blossom, mate. It's been honestly an absolute privilege to watch you grow from that very quiet, shy guy who came into his very first class, didn't say anything, and now, you've made some really solid friends, and you've also grown as an individual and opened up and told us some amazing stories about your life. But I've also noticed you've been there for other students as well in class who are struggling a little bit. So, I actually think you're on a really good path, Ash, and I feel that you're already starting to take the steps needed by aligning yourself with like-minded people who are really keen on the things that you're keen on and really focused. And I wish you all the best with that. My last words of advice, I guess, for you, on top of trying to align yourself with people who have the same interests and people who encourage what you want to do and people who will help you believe in you, on top of all that, I'm just going to say stay strong, stay focused, and try not to live someone else's life and try not to buy into someone else's dogma as well. Try to find what it is that you want. Set yourself some short, medium, and long-term goals and achievable goals. Goals that are also not only highly attainable, but also that are benchmarkable. Things that will give you a time limit. Things that you can stipulate, not, a generalized task. Not, I want to be a successful actor. Bringing it back to what can you do today? What can you do tomorrow to progress your career, to progress your training? That is really important, and I would really urge you to do that. And along the journey of doing that, if you have any struggles, if you have any questions, if you need someone to be there to help pick you up and say, you know what, you can do this, let's do this together, then by all means, I'm going to be there. Shoot me an email, Ash, you've got my email, or send me a Facebook message or anything like that, and we'll definitely help you in any way that we can. I'm super excited to keep watching your growth though, Ash. It's been an absolute privilege, and thank you so much for sending in this question. If you have liked Ash's question, and I really think it was quite a deep, open, honest moment that he had, having to kind of build the courage to ask that question, please show him some respect and some support. Share this video. It might help other actors out there. It may even help you a little bit as well in the future. If you are watching us here on Facebook, then please give us a like and follow our page at Acting Classes in Perth. And if you're watching us on YouTube, click subscribe. Make sure you also click the notification bell so that you can stay up to date with everything we are doing. If you are listening to us on iTunes, simply click subscribe and we will keep you updated with all the new episodes as they come out every single day. Now, thank you so much for joining me. Now, I will see you again tomorrow at 7 p.m. for another awesome question. If you have a question, send it in. I would love to hear them. I'm super excited about them. I've got a whole list of questions and we are just getting one out every single day. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Until then, stay safe and like always, happy acting.